From Dream to PewDiePie, from Critical to Mr. Beast, everyone and their mother is playing Among Us right now. But how did it happen? That's what we'll be diving into in this video. So, if you enjoyed, make sure to hit subscribe. It would honestly make my day. So how did Among Us become so popular? First, we have to take a look at the history of the game. It was actually released more than 2 years ago on June 15, 2018, and for the vast majority of its existence was virtually unknown. The game is being developed by Innersloth, a group of just 3 people who still work on this game to this day. During the 2 years, they thought about giving up on the game multiple times, considering moving on to their next project, a new game. But luckily, they persisted, due to the game having a small but vocal player base. The first prototype of Among Us was meant to be a mobile-only, local multiplayer game, according to Innersloth from a recent interview. Forrest Willard, programmer and business lead at Innersloth, said that the team stuck with the game a lot longer than we probably should have from a pure business standpoint. But everything was about to change. This year, in the middle of July, famous streamer Sodapoppin started playing the game on Twitch, which caught the attention of other streamers and YouTubers, who immediately started playing Among Us as well, making it more and more popular with each stream and each video uploaded. The blow-up of the game itself is absolutely unprecedented, more so when you take into consideration the fact that there are only 3 developers working on the game played by millions. As you can see on this graph, the huge hype around Fall Guys doesn't even compare to that of Among Us. It's as if Among Us put Fall Guys to shame with how popular it's getting. For those of you who don't know Among Us and how the game works, there are basically 2 teams, the crewmates and the imposters. Usually there are 2 imposters and 8 crewmates, however this can be changed alongside many different things in the lobby before each game. The goal of the crew members is to win by either completing all tasks or voting the imposters out. For the imposters, the goal of the game is to either kill all the crewmates or to sabotage the ship. Let's quickly talk about the maps. Currently, there are 3 maps in Among Us: Skeld, which is the most popular one by far, Mira HQ and Polus. Each map has different tasks, room positions, vent spots and sabotages. Back to the recent blow-up of the game, some of the biggest people who played the game include PewDiePie, Mr. Beast, Dream, Moist Critical, Jacksepticeye, T-Pain, Toast, Logic and many, many more. The game is getting so big that it's boosting viewerships for even the biggest YouTubers and streamers. At one point, the game had 1.5 million people playing in one moment, and that was just on the mobile version. I'm sure that number is outdated by now. Given how quickly the game is blowing up, the numbers compare very well to those Fortnite reached in 2018, and we all remember how huge that was. Some of the people that blew up as a direct result of Among Us are Toast. He pretty much went from 1 million to 2 million subs in the span of few weeks. 5UP. This guy basically got his life changed by the game. Went from basically 0 subs to more than 150k and still growing very rapidly, and basically anyone who made a video on this game, apart from me of course. However, that won't stop me from trying to do the same, and yeah, I might be doing that right now with this video. The longevity of Among Us. The question many are afraid to ask. How long will this last for? Well, as all bubbles and trends, it's not gonna be as popular forever, but that doesn't mean the game will be irrelevant, far from it. If you look at how Fortnite does 2.5 years later, it's still one of the most popular games in the world. Sure, it's not the number 1 anymore, but it still has millions playing it. So, personally, I don't fear that Among Us will become irrelevant in a couple of months. If the devs keep working at it, fixing bugs, adding new updates and maps, then it might be one of those games that we see for years and years into the future. If I could tell one thing to the developers, it would be this: hire more people ASAP. The game is already way too big for just 3 people, and if you don't expand your team, you will inevitably get overwhelmed by the growth and the players will suffer as a result of it. What makes Among Us such a good game though? Why is it blowing up so rapidly? In my opinion, it all comes down to the nature of the game. As a crewmate, you don't know who the imposter is. You're trying to figure it out by piecing clues together, asking questions, outsmarting the imposters. Most people enjoy playing the imposter more, so just the thrill of when am I gonna get imposter finally keeps us playing for hours. Once we finally get imposter, the game is on. We try to be sneaky, we sabotage the ship, we deceive others into thinking we are innocent. You get the point. The game has a great balance of not knowing what comes next and a sense of community. That's most definitely a large aspect of it. Think about it, streamers play in a lobbies of 10 people and pretty much everyone in the lobby benefits. They all have a good time. Sometimes this might not be the case, but let's focus on the positive. And they have human interactions, which most of the games today don't have. Joining a random Discord lobby and having a great time with random people from all around the world is truly an experience that only Among Us can give you. If you don't have the game yet, but you really want to try it out and play it, I would highly recommend you to buy it, because for the price of just $5 it holds the title as one of the cheapest games out there. Now, for the most important part of the video, if you would like me to make more Among Us content, then please let me know by subscribing to the channel. More than 95% of people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, and it would truly help me out a lot if you did. Thanks.